Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook business page with instructions that are clear and easy to follow. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is log into our personal Facebook page, and then we want to go to the create option right next to our name and home button in the upper right corner of our Facebook page. So we're going to click create, and then we're going to click page. And since we're creating a business page, we want to click the Get Started under the Business or Brand option. And then we are going to put in our business name. Now, again, I put in a regular business name so that my visitors aren't confused as to what page they're visiting. So for this, I'm going to create a test company. Um, I've already got a business page, so I don't want to create a duplicate. So I'm going to create a dummy page. And then the category, I'll just make up something, and then it'll autofill, and I'll just choose from the first thing on the list. As far as the address section, you can put in a fake street address, but you can't put in a fake uh, city, state, or zip, because when people go to your page, they don't need to know your exact address, but they do need to know a state or zip code, just a general location of where you are. And Facebook kind of requires that. So you can't just put any old thing. I mean, you could put a state that you don't live in, but then you'll have people looking for your business in a state that you're not even in. So I would be truthful with the city, state, and zip code. But if you don't want people to know your actual address, say you don't have a business address, then I would put something fictitious in there. And then you have the option where you don't have to have people see your actual street address, just your city, state, and zip. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a fictitious street address. And then since this is a dummy account, I'm just going to put in a fake state because no, this isn't a company at all. So now if you put in a fake city, state, and zip, you have to make sure that they actually belong together, because Facebook will throw an error saying that it doesn't exist. And since I lived in New York all my life, I know the zip codes pretty well. Actually, that's not right. One, two. Okay. And here's the option where you don't have to show your address, but they only show the business in the city, state, region. Okay. Now here's the section where we need to upload our profile picture and our cover photo. And if you put your pictures aside before creating your page, you can just navigate to those pictures and upload them now. Um, I would recommend uploading them now and not skipping this for later, because there's more steps to it if you had to do it later. So we will go and upload a picture for our profile picture. And I have some in a folder. And then our cover photo. Yeah. Okay, our page is pretty much made. You have a business page made. Um, Now, often when you first set up your page, the cover photo doesn't show up. All you have to do is refresh the page and it should show up. Okay, there it is. And now you officially have a business page, but before we do anything else, there are some housekeeping things that we need to do first. The first thing I want to do is go over to the About section on the page and fill out that information. I'm not going to fill out any information on there, but I do want to show you a couple of things that you probably want to do first before you do anything else to your page. So I'm going to bring my mouse over to the left and click the down arrow by See More. And I'm going to scroll down and click on About. Now, what I want to show you in here is the username for your page. Now, usually for my business page, I made this my business name, all one word, so that when people go to facebook.com/ your username, then it's easier for them to find, instead of a bunch of numbers and letters and stuff when they try and find your page or link to your page. Now, my personal page that I'm using right now is a test page, so it doesn't have any friends or followers on it. So when I go to put in a username, Facebook is not going to accept it because I don't have any friends or followers and my page is fairly new. So I'm going to show you what happens when you have a fairly new page and you try to get a username for your business page. It's going to kick an error back. But if you have an established page with a lot of friends and followers, I think you have to have at least 10, um, then you're allowed to make a username for your business page. Again, I like to make my username the name of my company so people aren't confused. And Facebook will tell you if the name is available. So sometimes you have to add a few numbers or letters to a name to get the name you want. Okay. And this is the error that you would get if your page is fairly new. You need to build up your friends list or your followers in order to get be able to create a username for your test page. Your excuse me, your business page. I'm going to close that out. Okay. The next thing I wanted to show you, this is also on your actual first page, but add a button. Now, this is used when you want to link to your website or link to a calendar so people can make appointments to see you. This could also be, this is, that option's also on your website, or you can set it up in Facebook. Um, Also, you can have people email you. You can create a button for that. Basically, you can create a button for almost anything. Um, if you guys want a tutorial on how to set something like that up, I can um, definitely do that. Just leave me a comment below on what you would like a tutorial on. So I'm going to close this out. The next thing I want to show you is the that up top here, Facebook gives you indicators that there's some areas on your business page where you need to give a little attention to. And here in the page info, everything that needs to be corrected or add info to will be shaded in blue, and that means it's required. Now, usually it'll have this red warning or note on the top of the page, and then these areas shaded in blue are where they're saying they need more information from you. So you can scroll through it. It kind of explains what kind of information that they want from you. You can go ahead and do your hours of service, how much you charge. That's not shaded in blue, but if you wanted to share that information, you could. Um, the Wi Fi section, where is that? The Wi Fi section is used for if you provide Wi Fi in your place of business. So if you have a brick and mortar business and you offer Wi Fi services, you could check that so that people would be able to use your Wi Fi. Okay, we're going to go over to the settings part because there's one thing I want to show you. Now, this also has self explanatory explanations on the type of information they need to set up your settings section. But here it just tells you a brief description of the kind of information that they're needing. Um, I wanted to show you the bottom here because if you change your mind one day and you no longer want your business page, you can go in here and totally remove it. Now this is a permanent choice. Now once you click to permanently remove it, you can't get it back. So you have to be absolutely sure that that's something you want to do. Now, let's say that you're all done with your settings and you close out of the page and then you log back into your personal page, and then you realize that you want to add a picture or make a post to your business page. um, there is a way for you to get back to it through your home personal page, and there is a link right here where if you would like to, and once you log into your personal page, you go over here to the left and there is a link to your business page. So you can click on it to go in and make changes or updates to your page. And that is pretty much it for the basic setup of a Facebook page. Um, once you're at this point, you can go ahead and upload pictures and make posts like you would on your regular personal page. It looks exactly the same. It's the same process to make a post on your page. Um, I would go ahead and have a look around, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you want to see more tutorials, more in-depth tutorials, because this is just the basic beginner setup of the page. If you want to see tutorials on more advanced features, um, like making an ad or monetizing your page in any way, or how to organically monetize your page, or anything of that sort, leave a comment below and let me know what you would like to see, and I will make a tutorial for you. Thanks for watching, guys.